All right. So, YCS Vegas was this weekend. It's a 2-day event. It is a 3v3. For those of you who don't know, YCS Vegas is set up as a 3v3. You have a team of 3 players. They all play individual games against another team of 3 players. So you're not playing like 3 people in one game. It's 3 separate games, but as a team. And so your scores determine where you end up. It's like collectively your scores determine where you end up in the rankings. So yeah, that's like the deal with YCS Las Vegas. First up to talk about is somebody brought a bath mat as their Yu-Gi-Oh mat. Very confusing. It looks pretty plush, I gotta be honest. It looks soft. I don't think it's gonna be a problem for your cards. It shouldn't be, I don't think. But I wouldn't do it. It also gotta be honest, it kind of looks like the bath mat from a hotel. So I'm kind of wondering, did they just take this from a hotel? Did they just take this from a hotel and bring it with them because they forgot to bring their mat? Hi, Sarge. You decide, I guess. But that's just a little funny thing. Let's talk about some real news. Jesse Cotton playing Ninja. So Jesse Cotton is a top pro Yu-Gi-Oh player. Yeah, that person was using the bath mat, Sarge. I don't know. Jesse Cotton, big pro Yu-Gi-Oh player. He's a damn good player. And he is fond of strange decks. He likes to choose interesting decks, I think. And so he decided to go with Ninja. Which is interesting. So Ninja, for those who don't know, Ninja is a fairly old strategy. It's been around for quite a while, and it gets support every now and again. Recently he got recently Ninja got support in the newest set, and it is pretty good as far as Ninja cards go. And I agree with Jesse's assessment here. It's definitely not meta breaking, but it can absolutely hold its own. But yeah, he brought Ninja into the thing. And of course, this means that you can no longer buy Mitsu the Insect Ninja. She is sold out. And all the other Ninja cards are now going for ridiculous prices. This card is so fucking old. This card is Ixie's era. This was printed when Ixies were new. Card value gone up. It's an $8 card. This card's a $15 cards. This card is $9 now. Like, this is not an expensive. I don't like, even with this is not an expensive deck. Like, still. Like, you don't even. I think you only need 1 Blade Armor Ninja, because it's just like a tool. It's not even like a important combo piece. It's just like a tool to bring in. But yeah, no, the Cotton effect is in full swing here. He played a silly deck, and now people want to play it themselves. That's crazy. But Cotton's not the only one to get a feature match. MBT also got a feature match. But his was a written feature match. It wasn't a visual. So we have some of the most amazing quotes. Just imagine you're writing an article and you have to quote fucking MBT of all people. He lamented. Let's see, there's another one in here that's really good. Hey Alex, that line I practiced yesterday? Yeah, it's coming up and I don't remember it. Chortled Rothschild. I gotta be honest, he do be chortling. So this one is funny to me. I don't know. The idea of written Yu-Gi-Oh features is just so strange to me. But it is very funny that they managed to get MBT's unique mannerisms down in the written word. Very funny. But as for like the actual breakdown, I can't tell you who won the event because the event's still ongoing. They're playing, I think they're still playing semifinals right now. They should be going into finals soon. But here's the top 8 breakdown. We have a lot of Kashtira, of course. Yeah, it's a team event. I explained this at the beginning, Sarge. It's a 3v3. You're not actually like playing in the same game. It's 3 separate games of your team versus your opponent's team. So, but yeah, so we have 11 people on Kashtira, 7 people on Branded, 4 on Labyrinth. That is interesting. There's a lot of people on Labyrinth. And then 1 Sprite and 1 Sword Soul. I think Sword Soul is a pretty good option right now. I think maybe even better than Sprite, honestly, because Sprite has a lot of hits and Sword Soul doesn't really. But yeah, Kashtira far and away the most represented. I think it's, again, I've said this before, it's the most labbed of all of them. And so I think that's part of why it's the most represented. But it is also quite strong. So I'm not denying that it is quite strong. I just think that it might because this is the first format of the new ban list. So, or first YCS of the new ban list. First format of the new ban list. Ugh. But because of that, I think there's going to be some stuff that filters up to the top that we're not seeing yet. We don't know yet. But yeah, it is almost 50% of the top. But you also got to think this is a team event, so like how many of these are just like, well, yeah, one person on our team has to play Kashtira, you know. 7 branded, the 29% branded. That's pretty expected. Branded has was very powerful before tier. Tier is, that's the most surprising thing to me. Tier is nowhere in this top list. Even after all the hits, I expected Tier to still be showing up a little bit, because I think Tier is still fairly strong, even after the massive amount of hits to it. And it is, I think part of the problem is that nobody's had a chance to lab with it for like enough time. But we'll see. I'm not sure. I could see it going either way, really. I don't want to be like too authoritative on it, really, because it really could go either way. The way Tier works, it is very gamble heavy, so it really could go either way. And I don't know, I just expected it to be one of these at least, though, you know. But maybe as people get a chance to lab, it'll come back into the top. But yeah, surprised to see none of it at all. But Branded, however, I'm not surprised to see. Branded was very strong. It's got some new support in the most recent set, so definitely not surprised there. Labyrinth though, Labyrinth is interesting. People have been saying that Labyrinth might be good this format, and it's certainly cleaning up. It looks like it's 16% of the circle, which is pretty good for a deck that was nowhere last format. Like, it was very much a rogue strategy last format, and now I would consider it, like, based on this YCS alone, which is not a good thing to do. Do not base all of your Yu-Gi-Oh opinions on one YCS. But if we were to do that, based on this YCS alone, Labyrinth is looking like a piece of the meta currently. Maybe like a tier 3 or tier 2 even. Very, very impressed by the showing that Labyrinth has had. I mean, I think it has a strong matchup against Kashtira, and it probably has one against Branded too, honestly. But I'm not sure on that. I would need to see more of the matchups between Branded and Labyrinth. And then we have of course 1 Sprite and 1 Sword Soul. I mean, you don't even need to really worry about these. But I think Sword Soul could end up becoming a bit more of the pie in later stuff, because I think Sword Soul is quite strong. It just needs you know, a good pilot, and I mean, these people are pretty good pilots. I think it needs more people on it though. I think it's a sleeper. It's a sleeper right now. So people need to like get on it, and it'll perform well. And then Sprite is in a weird place because Sprite has had so many hits despite not really getting a chance to shine in the face of Tier Element, and so now it's in this place where it's mega hit, mega punished, but it had like a little bit of chance to shine before Tier Element got like crazy strong, and now it's just kind of, it's a shell of its former self, and I think it's going to take some serious labbing to get it to a place where it's going to see a decent portion of meta prominence. But we'll see. But if you do want to play Sprite, you'll want to check out the Master Circuit series. So, for those who don't know, MBT and Dual Logs and TCG Player and YGO Pro Deck have come together to create the Master Circuit series, a unofficial tournament series for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, because Konami has not made one for Master Duel in America. They've had a couple in Europe, but they haven't had any in America. So this is an unofficial one for America. Well, North America, really. And so it's just a tournament run through Master Duel. I think it's like a 256 person tournament. I don't remember the exact number. It's one of those. And so here's the top cut, top 16 pie chart. Of course, the biggest slice is Sprite Runic. Sprite Runic is incredibly strong. This is the first MCS with Sprite legal, by the way. Sprite recently released in Master Duel, and Sprite Runic is incredibly strong. Runic was already very strong in Master Duel, partly because of Master Duel's best of one setup, and the MCS is best of one until Top Cut, so I'm not surprised to see a lot of Runic hitting up into Top Cut, especially with the Sprite package, which just makes it that much stronger. We have 2 Sprite Pure. That is not surprising either. Sprite is very strong Pure as well. We had 2 Sword Soul. Sword Soul's incredible in Master Duel. 1 Mathmech. Mathmech is also very strong in Master Duel. 1 Infernoid. That's a weird one. Infernoid is not... Infernoid's a weird one because it has a lot of very powerful cards that are just awful. They're very powerful, but the deck itself is such a crapshoot. You just have to be running hot. If you're running hot, the deck is incredible. If you're not running hot, the deck is turbo ass. It's incredible. But I guess this person was running incredibly hot, or they're a very skilled pilot. Could be either one. Tri-Brigade Punk, that is interesting. I would really like to see the list for Tri-Brigade Punk. Hopefully that's somewhere. Because I would be very interested to see what their build is like. And then 1 Sky Striker. Sky Striker is a classic Master Duel deck. It's been very popular in Master Duel since the game started. What are you going to do with Sky Striker? They've got Engage. And then our winner is Runic Sprite. It did manage to make it through Top Cut. Steve Cox on Runic Sprite. I mean, that's just a clean list right there. Look at that. God, I hate Maxi. This deck is just incredible. I mean, like, what do you do? What do you do about it? Incredible. Really quick, I want to see, how is Maxi still a thing? I don't know, Sarge. I do not know. Here it is. Punk Tri-Brigade. I wanted to see if it was here. Oh, that's interesting. Oh my god, you get to play Tenki and E-Telly? Ooh, wow. Wow, they're actually playing one of the spells. Which one is that? Is that the field spell? That would be my guess, because the field spell is like the better of them, I think. I only know the trap, and we're not even playing the trap, so we're not playing Madam Spider at all. But yeah, we're mostly playing the one that gets the other guys, and we have the one that gets the spell, and then a couple of the bigger ones. Oh my god, zombie vampire. Ooh, that's interesting. Wow. 2 revolt. Okay. We're playing 1 sprite elf because Kit is a 2. That's I think Nerval's also not Nerv. Karos. Sorry. Karos is also a 2, I believe. Wow. This is a sick list. I think I might actually try this out. There's a couple of URs I'd have to get, but this is pretty sick. I would be interested in trying this out sometime. But yeah. So that's the MCS, and that's the YCS as well. Pretty interesting weekend for Yu-Gi-Oh, I think.